Welcome to Talk Around Riyadh, the Wheel of Time showcast. I am your host, Joe Perry, here with my co-hosts, Jen Isgro and Tom Kokoza. Jen, how you doing?
I'm all right. I mean, it's the end, but it's like the end. Dot dot dot.
Question mark?
Question mark, question mark. So it's mixed feelings. I'm sad that I had to come to this because we could have talked about the Wheel of Time for another
Wait,
4 seasons.
did you say you're sad it had to come to this, or it's sad that you had to come to this?
Both? No, I said it.
Like you don't want to be here.
That it had to come to this. But don't worry, we'll soldier on.
Yeah, it's more sad that the show got canceled, obviously.
Right.
I think than, ending the podcast, because I guess if the show didn't get canceled, we wouldn't be ending the podcast. But yeah, I think that's the sadder part. What about you, Tom? What do you think? What's more sad?
No, the show ending is definitely more sad. I think while this is barring anything amazingly unforeseen, the last planned episode of this podcast, like we're still going to talk to each other on a regular basis and record it and have people listen to it. So there's just being a different format. So I think that's okay. And I'm starting to get excited about what's coming next. So like that's tempering my emotions a little bit. But literally I was before we were recording, I was putting my older son to bed, and he knew that this was like we were going to record the last episode tonight, and he was like, he was sad. It's like, do you think they'll bring it back, Dad? Do you think that they'll make more the Wheel of Time? And he's like sad, like going to bed, like sad. And I had to tell him, like, I try not to lie. So I was like, no, but I think that there's a strong possibility that they'll take another crack at it someday, and we'll get to see how that was. But in the interim, they did 3 seasons, and like we'll always have that as long as Amazon keeps it up. So
they delete it and erase it from
that's
existence.
That's a great point. I should probably download all those episodes before they before they pull them off.
Yeah. I'm never one really. I really, like, since I was in college, I don't download things illegally or anything like that at all, but like I'd get those episodes if you can.
Yeah, it's not like we didn't already pay for them. So
right.
And it is kind of a low dirty thing that Amazon does, where if you buy stuff from them digitally and they just no longer carry it, you lose it, even though you bought it.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
We're even things up a bit here.
They get a lot of my money. How are you doing, Joe?
I'm okay. I got a little bit of the, I'm a little anxious, I think, just because it's the last episode, but I'm excited though too. Like you said, Tom, I'm excited for what comes next. I'm excited to start something new. I'm a little sad that this is ending, and you've kind of felt the cancellation of the show, just in general in the community, the fan community. Like the Discords are a lot quieter, social media is quieter. Not as many people and fans posting as there used to be. So that's kind of sad. That's the saddest thing.
Yeah.
And then
I don't know.
I was thinking about like, Jordan Con and Watt Con are coming up, and we're gonna, is there gonna be a drop off? Nah, I don't think so for either of those. If anything, maybe more people will want to come because they're not connecting as much as they used to because of the show cancellation. So there's still awesome community things that are happening and going to happen. Like there's the Watt Idol holiday special is coming up, and the Watt Holiday podcastathon.
That's right.
So there's still a lot of cool stuff going on.
Yeah, that's next weekend.
That's next weekend. Yeah, that'll be
Yeah.
this weekend coming up when we drop it. And we're doing a little tandem event with Three Wheeling, which is going to be a lot of fun, I think. So if you're going to come for any of What a Holiday, you got 12 hours. I think it starts on Saturday the 5th at 7:30. And then the first
Eastern time.
Saturday the 6th.
Saturday the 6th.
I've just it's just been brought to my attention in the chat that this is happening on 6/7. Starting on 6 and going into the 7th.
Oh, thank you.
Desperately trying to make that uncool so everyone stops saying it.
Yeah. For sure.
I say it.
Yeah, we're gonna be so we're gonna do a script draft of a scene that the viewers are gonna help write.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least brainstorm with, right? And then Jen is not this Jen from Three Wheeling is going to be writing a scene for the TV show, and then we're all six of us are gonna act it out. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to that, actually.
Me too. I always love What a Holiday, and also I really love all the people on Three Wheeling. So I'm glad that we're gonna get to do something with them. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah. So now I'm not so sad because we got something really cool to do next week. So, but there's other news going on, and I feel bad we didn't talk about this at all, and we should have. There's a fashion and fantasy exhibition going on in Prague for the last week or so. So Sharon Gillam, who is the costume designer, worked to get this exhibition of over 80 costumes from the Wheel of Time. If you've been on social media, there's been a lot of videos and hype and posting of it, from people we know, and just people in general. I've been seeing tons of pictures from it. I wish we could have gone, but taking a trip to Prague just isn't in the schedule at this point. And it's going on till the December 5th. So if you still have an opportunity to go see the costumes, I saw Kira Coveney was there on the first night.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Which was cool. I saw Robert Guy and his wife Jessica. What's that? Guy Roberts. Sorry, yes, Guy Roberts and Jessica.
The names
Boone.
are already exiting our brains to make room for other things.
Yeah. And Jessica Boone were there. I see Bjorn Landberg mentioned as well. So that was really cool. That a bunch of the actors just kind of showed up to go see that. I wish we could have gone, but I don't know. It kind of like was WatCon, what we experienced at WatCon, but like times,
but
I guess 10 or times 8 maybe, because it was like 80 plus costumes, right?
There's a chance it could tour if it has enough support behind it. So
I saw something about like trying to get a virtual tour going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that would be cool, but I would.
But that's just
see it in person.
Yeah, I think that's the whole thing, right? Is seeing it in person. It's so
getting up close and really like seeing the detail on them.
Yeah, and I mean, like thinking about it, like from doing the years we've been doing this podcast, I thought that's the closest we've gotten to the show, the actual show itself, the physical show. Like we saw the actors in person and stuff, but that's different. That's just actors. This is the costumes from the show. Like you're seeing, you're like inches away from examining. Like Jen, you remember there was sand.
Sand in the pockets of Maureen's
dress
from a blue dress,
from her South Africa. Like that was from sand from South Africa.
That was from the threefold land.
Pockets.
Joe.
Oh, sorry.
That was the waste. That was not South Africa. It was waste sand.
Yeah. Any highlights from the exhibition that you've seen on social media that you wanted to share?
I mean, I just love they had like the backgrounds of everything behind it. Like I saw that the whole Shanshan set up. They had like Surat's outfit. I think they had like
there are people dressed up as Shanshan soldiers.
Shanshan soldiers,
right, yeah. And then they have like every section looks like it has like a big like a background behind it, and That one stood out to me, but there were so many good ones.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like everyone was having such a good time too.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it was successful.
Yeah. So just what we were talking about earlier, Max S is saying in chat that there's one of the exhibit producers is hopeful that if the exhibit is profitable enough that Sony will sponsor a bigger tour, but that's hope. That's not
Yeah.
right. So I would say if you have the opportunity and you were thinking about it, you guys should definitely go. Like, not only for for what we said, but like it's really intriguing. I've seen that they do this as well. One of the things they did at Wacom was not only just show the costumes, but kind of show like the inspiration and like how they got from like where it first started to like where it ended up.
Oh yeah, like sketches and mock-up, right? Yeah.
Right. And like this is where I was drawing the cultures from, and like that's really, I think, tremendously interesting. It's much more detailed and slightly more accurate than the stuff that we would do on the show, trying to guess that stuff before it happened. But like to really see like to see that sort of thing, like to see like when they were talking about the different Aiel garbs, that like even stuff that we didn't see yet, they had plans for each of the different Aiel clans, and like what this clan's expertise is and how that would be reflected in their outfits, so that from a distance they all look the same, but when you get up close you can tell them apart. And like that level of depth and intricacy, I think, is one of the reasons we love the show so much. So again, I would highly recommend, if you have the opportunity, to go and see that for yourself.
I think that might be something that might be a pro to doing a virtual tour if Sharon was like running the virtual tour, I guess, because I would want Sharon to like come around with me and look at all the stuff, like explain and give that like depth, for the way she did a walk-on. She gave like a whole presentation. I mean, everything's beautiful, but it's even cooler to have her like insight and background into each thing, which I guess they could potentially have there displayed as well, but it'd be cool to hear her like talking about everything.
Yeah, I feel like the one of the biggest differences or noticeable things when we saw the costumes in person at Wacom was the like when you were up close, the detail that you could see, like that you don't see on TV. And I feel like, a virtual tour wouldn't do that justice. So hopefully they are able to do some sort of, in-person tour, even if it's only like 3 or 4 cities or something like that.
Even if it's only like New York and California, like if it could only be New York, like, all right, fine, that's fine. I guess
it's closer. New York's much closer. So Prague or, so
than California. Yes.
Yeah. Just pick one city, New York, and just end it there. That's fine. That's all you have to do.
That's all. Yeah, we'd go. We'd definitely go. We'd probably have to do one more Talk About Yacht episode maybe when we go, but
I would.
It would be okay. Buffalo.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
I would drive.
I would go to Buffalo if it was in Buffalo.
All right. Let me ask you that.
It's a long drive, but it's
New York City.
What is it, like 8 hours?
Not one New York.
Not for
not
me.
New York
It's probably
State.
like 6 hours from here.
If they did one in LA, would you go?
No, probably not.
I might, depending on when it was. If I could fit it into my schedule and I could
What if it was December 28th?
No way. I'm actually
between Christmas and New Year's Eve.
If I was going for like one,
I'm actually off.
doing like a 2-night turnaround thing.
Yeah,
maybe.
just flip it.
I'm actually off that week, so I could do that theoretically. But my kids are going to be home, and because they're off from school, and I'm sure my wife wouldn't enjoy. And I don't know if I would bring all of them to go to LA for a day.
That's an expensive flight.
Yeah, no.
Yes, for one day. Like we said when we went to London, it was more expensive. It's more expensive to fly to LA, which is in our own country, than to fly to London.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's a long drive.
It is a long drive to LA. That's a couple of days, right?
Like 3 days. Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
Oh no, yeah.
I don't think we could road trip that. I couldn't do it. I'm too old for that shit.
That's like a 3-day like.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 days back. Unless you rent the car
like,
and then fly back. I don't know.
Right. And like no, that's like 3 days in the car. That's not 3 days with hotels. That's like 3 days in the car driving. Like we just drive through the night.
What?
Megan's saying she did it in 3 from Michigan.
Oh, so probably more. Or maybe she stopped. We need your dad to drive us, Tom.
Yeah, right. He's a lunatic.
He goes straight through.
Right through.
Right through. We'll just sleep in the car while he drives.
Yeah. We'll just cuddle up in the back of the station wagon.
Yeah. So anyway, if you do have a chance, though, go see it. Go. There's still time. December 5th. It ends. Maybe you'll run into one of the actors.
Maybe you'll run into Robert Guy.
Yeah. Sorry,
he might
Guy.
come back. Since he lives there, it's possible Robert Guy might make a second appearance.
I saw Guy Roberts in Death by Lightning. He's got a small part in that. I was like, oh, I know
Death by Lightning. What's that?
What is that?
It's a mini series about the election and assassination of President Garfield. It's as much as it's funny. It's not a comedy, but it's like a very dark, like humorous thing about it, because like he was assassinated by a madman, and so it's like it's the crazy guy's story and the president's story and how they intersect.
I feel like that was the appropriate response to the question, Tom, that you watched a movie about the assassination of President Garfield. So I'm very pleased with that answer.
No problem. It's on Netflix. It's 4 parts. It's Michael Shannon is Garfield. The assassin Gateau is played by what's his face? The British guy from Secession and Pride and Prejudice. I'm blanking on his name.
Oh no.
Michael McFadden. Well, he's
McFadden. Yeah.
No, he's Scottish, I think.
But. Oh wait, he was just in a movie.
Scottish is British.
I think he was in a movie I watched tonight. Deadpool and Wolverine.
Matthew McFadden. Yes, he's in that. Yeah, he's in that too.
What's called? And then what's his face? Dan Offerman. Is that his name? I
don't know.
Ron Swanson.
Nick Offerman.
Nick Offerman. I'm the worst tonight. Nick Offerman's in it. Bradley Whitford. And then it's
I think I might have saw a preview or something for this now that you're mentioning all those actors.
Each episode's like 45 minutes long. It's very good.
Oh,
and
maybe I'll watch
laugh out loud funny. Yeah, Shea Wiggum too. Yeah.
The entire cast of Boardwalk Empire.
Yeah, a lot of Boardwalk Empire. It felt like it was maybe
HBO.
Yeah. Shea Wiggum was like in every HBO show, I feel like.
Yeah. I don't think my wife will be interested, so it's something I'll watch by myself, probably.
Betty Gilpin.
Yeah. My wife we were having a conversation about how her and Rebecca Ferguson look almost exactly alike. And my wife always gets the two of them mixed up. We were watching Dr. Sleep and she's like, is that Betty Gilpin? And I'm like, no, that's Rebecca Ferguson. She's like, oh, she's the other one. I get the two of them confused.
Well, Rebecca Ferguson's
she's British. I was like, well, she's British
as well, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, I the show's good. It's not that long, and Guy Roberts is like a sergeant in the army, and he's in, I think, in the 4th episode of it.
I wonder if they shot it out over in Europe.
They shot it in Hungary, yeah.
Oh, they shot it in Hungary.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Not far. That's the other hot spot for filming.
I guess
Prague and Budapest.
There you go. Lots of CGI buildings that look like season 1 Shadow Logoth a little bit, but other than that,
that would have been great if they used the same studio.
I don't know.
You guys done with this? Check. You're done? Okay.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Thank you.
Sorry. There's some other news that we also didn't talk about, which I felt bad. I was just looking back actually, and the last episode we did was our rewatch episode, right? I thought we had done another episode after that, but I guess we didn't. I guess this is it.
No, we did like a bonus content episode for people. That's
true. So There was an article in Collider written by friend of the show Carly Lane Perry with Rosamund Pike. It was basically just like a whole, piece on her in general. Obviously, she's promoting Now You See Me, right? That's the new one that's just coming out.
Is it Now You See Me, Now You Don't? Is that the subtitle?
Is it the second one or the third one?
This is the third one.
Now You Three Me?
I think that. So I remember I saw one piece of media for it where they wanted to call the sequel Now You See Me, Now You Don't. And the studio said, you can't put don't in a movie title. No one will go see it.
No, it's called Now You See Me, Now You Don't. That's the name.
And they got it in for the third
one. They got
it
in for the third one, yeah.
And she's the villain.
I don't know.
In this movie. At least from the trailers. I feel like in those movies, there's always like a secret.
Yes, there's always a twist. Obviously, it's. I saw the first movie, or at least most of it, and it was actually a really good movie. It's fun. It's very fun and entertaining, and it's definitely one of those movies where it's just like it's kind of like I liken it to the movie National Treasure. It's like that type of movie.
Very close. Yeah.
In the sense of it's just like fun, it's entertaining, it catches your attention. The story's good. There's a lot of fun twists and magic tricks and all kinds of crap.
Ocean's 11.
Ocean's 11's a little bit more of, I don't know. It's got a different vibe.
It's okay. It's not. Ocean's 11 is fun, but it's also like cool, like suave kind of, and this is just fun.
Yes, cool. not cool.
Okay,
it's whatever, but it's not like it's not going for that.
Woody Harrelson's a little cool. He's a little cool.
Yeah.
In this, Jesse Eisenberg not so cool.
Yeah, Jesse Eisenberg is the lead. It's hard to be.
Okay. Dave Franco, cool. Isla Fisher, cool. Jesse Eisenberg not so cool.
It's cool.
Yeah. Anyway,
this has got the girl from Isla Fisher and the girl from the second one, because Isla Fisher wasn't in the second one.
I didn't see the second one, so why wasn't Isla Fisher in the second one?
I guess Isla Fisher almost die filming the first movie? Am I thinking of something else?
In real life?
No, she didn't. It was like over. It was like over journalism, but there's like a trick.
The water tank.
Trick where like there was a second where her foot got caught, but there was.
And they were like, they used the shot in the movie where she was actually drowning or something.
Yeah, but what you call it?
Anyway, so Carly Lane Perry wrote this article. She did a piece with Rosamund, and of course, the Wheel of Time came up. Specifically about the show and the cancellation. So I'm going to read a few pieces from this article.
Sure.
So it starts off, the fans said season 1 wasn't good enough, which I think I agree with for multiple reasons. We were beset by COVID in the middle of our shooting, yada, yada, yada. She goes on then and says by season 3, I think we had our wings fully spread. It's funny. I feel like they've used that term, like the wings, spreading of the wings, a bunch of times in discussions about the cancellation. And we were showing where we were capable of going. And there was a really well-acted, well-written, cohesive, deep show that was attracting powerhouse actors to come and play supporting characters. You wonder if we had started off in that place, would we not have been canceled? Maybe. I think we're possibly victims to the terrible churn factor of people wanting to show that we've got a new show. It's all about what's new. So I'll ask you that question, right? We might have talked about this before, but if season 1 was as good as season 3, do you think we'd still have a show?
Would season 3 be better than season 1 then?
I would say, but yes, but incrementally, not necessarily like directly proportioned.
Really good and didn't get renewed, so.
But if season 1 was as good as season 3.
I think if season 1 was as good as season 3, like, you would have had more critical claim. But I think that season 1 was relatively reviewed well by critics.
Well, apparently the critics don't matter. Viewership. I'm talking about viewership because that's all that really matters to these.
Yeah, well, that's
these people.
No, it's just like season 1 could have been better. Like we don't like the original season 1 as it was meant to have been filmed. and meant to, like, the end, you know? Like, it could have...
Who knows what it would have actually been.
But it might have been really good and much better. Obviously, much better than what we got. So, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just...
I mean, if you pull out...
Fair, you can't. Yeah,
if Barney didn't leave during the season, like, let's just say he leaves afterwards, and episode 8 was able to be filmed as originally intended.
I mean, we don't know for sure, but if there was no COVID, he probably wouldn't have left, and it would have been filmed the way it was supposed to be filmed. Yeah. I'm just going to assume that. We don't know 100% for sure, but it's happening in the same timeline, so it's like, okay, that's probably part of the reason why he didn't come back.
Right. It would have been filmed like almost like months and months sooner. Right. Giving him less time to, like, whatever it was.
Whatever the reason, right. Yeah. Whatever the reason, if it was that or something else, it was like related to COVID in some way and the stoppage of work. So
yeah. I think if you're saying though, like, hey, like, not only like output quality, because I do think a certain level, like, season 3 is based on books that have more juice in them than the Eye of the World does in some aspects. But, like, if we were like, if an Olivia Williams came in to be in one episode of season 1, you know, and you were getting stuff like that happening, like, I don't know what the equivalent would be. Like, I thought the guy who played Agamor was fine, but let's say that was, you know, some award winning actor.
Chow Yun-fat.
Sure. Yes. Yes. You know.
Or Key. God, I don't remember.
No.
Key Kwan.
Yeah.
He wasn't famous again yet.
Data from the Goonies. That's all right.
Yeah, he wasn't back yet.
Yeah.
But you can't, like, in no show is, I mean, I guess there are some shows where season 1 is the best season, but usually you have to, like, find your groove a little bit.
Right.
So there's no way to say, like, oh, if season 1 came in guns blazing and got all these great actors, like, they don't even know what the show is yet. So how would you even, I don't think that's even possible.
I'm not saying that the guns had to be blazing. I'm just saying that it was as good.
The guns could have been very gently fired. It was good. It
just
was
consistent,
good.
You know, steady gunfire that, you know.
Yeah, just I'll lay down a covering fire to allow the audience to safely watch it. No, I think, and I don't mean to be like this, but I think that there was no apparatus that Prime Video had to get eyeballs on the show.
Well, yeah, that's a big failing.
And that's the problem. Like, it doesn't make a difference. The show could have been the highest quality. It could have been somehow better than season 3. And it still wouldn't have been a huge hit because they weren't doing anything. They were just like, all right, we're going to put it out. And that's it. And, like, there was, like, one commercial, like a Love Sack commercial that had, like, Wheel of Time stuff for season 1. And that was, like, it. And, like, I think that it's very tough, especially now. Like, people compare it to, like, oh, you know, Game of Thrones. Well, one, Game of Thrones on HBO, which, and two, that was so long. It wasn't streaming then. That was it, right? Like, you were competing. That they thought that was competition, but now you're competing with so much. Like, unless you,
well, they also promoted the shit out of their shows, though. HBO,
right, yeah, exactly. It's a completely different thing. You know, I don't think without that the show could have ever been, like, a huge success. I do think, like, I have no idea what the finances of things are, but, like, is it a question of, like, hey, are we losing money? Are we making a little bit of money? Or are we making, like, a lot? Like, if the question is, like, we're not making enough money, then I think that's a stupid reason to cut it. But, like, if they're spending this much money and they're not making it back, then it sucks for us. But, like, that's the reason why the show got canceled.
Yeah, no, it definitely was one of their most expensive shows to make, which I think was a huge factor in it.
Right.
It seems like, no, I was just going to say, it seems like I would wanted to do this too, to check it out, but I feel like more of Amazon shows get canceled than actually go to completion, which, if that's the case, because I remember, like, there's another show my wife watched, Outer Range, that was on there with Josh Brolin, that got canceled recently. We watched a show, Countdown, which was really cool. It was like task force comes together to try to stop a nuclear bomb from going off or something like that. But it was a very cool show. It ends on like a huge cliffhanger, and they canceled it. And I'm like, what? Why did I was like, this show couldn't have been a lot of money to make. Like, I don't know. And then I'm wondering, like, does Amazon cancel more of its shows than actually complete? And then I thought about that, and I said, if that's true, why would I ever watch a show on Amazon?
Well,
because the chances are it's never going to be finished.
Yeah, but I will say this, that I do think that's true, but I also think that's true for a lot of streaming services. Netflix is just as bad for, cutting shows off at these. It's like they a lot of these people use like that spaghetti model of like, I'm going to throw as much stuff out there as I can, and if something sticks, I'll run with it. And if not, then next year we try again.
But then you're losing your audience, the trust of your audience, and they're going to be like, why am I going to watch any of your crap? Because you don't finish it.
Yeah.
And don't blame us. Don't blame us, the audience. Finish your damn shows.
I'm thinking of Disney, which, like, I know a lot of people didn't like the Willow TV show, but like we watched it. My husband's a big Willow fan. It's an existing property. It was decent. It was, and then canceled, wiped from the universe, gone. Can't watch it.
It was kind of bad. It was
but so bad that you have to erase it from existence. There's much worse stuff out there that you can still watch. And then there's another movie that we watched. It was on Disney Plus. It was a kids movie. I forget what it was called, but it was something about like kids that like lived on the moon in the future, and they went on. This,
I remember you talking about this.
Gone.
Yeah, but Disney, I don't. There's different things for Disney Plus too, because Disney Plus rotates in and out a lot of its properties, a lot of its stuff, and everything. Like if you like want to watch old Disney cartoons, like you'll look and it'll be here, and then it'll be out, and then it'll come back.
Do they still do that? I know they were doing that in the beginning, where they'd be like,
so
"It's out of the vault," or you can watch this now.
I'm not talking about like the movies,
going.
even. I'm saying like we watch like whatever, Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck cartoons, and they'll every once in a while like, okay, that's not there anymore. This is back. Same thing right. So
but like, don't
lose hope. No, they
like.
I don't know why.
I don't
but
know.
Like, Disney's had this philosophy forever of like taking it away and then bringing it back
to try to make it like it's the McRib or something.
Exactly. It makes it a bigger deal.
Yes, exactly. They're trying to build some sort of mystique and legend around their properties. So
I guess
right when it's the 40th
I don't know though, Tom. I don't know if Willow's coming back though.
Yeah,
40th anniversary of Willow. We're bringing it all back.
But Disney's so like they're so weird about they're so very particular and peculiar about their shows. Like they just want to wipe it so nobody can talk about it or bring it up again, and let's just focus on the successful stuff.
Well, Disney owns everything now, so it's whatever.
Well, they don't own Netflix or Amazon.
No, I mean, like, they a lot other than those two things.
Yeah. There's more in this article that I did want to talk about, or at least read. So Rosamund goes on to say, this is my favorite part. I've touched the waters of what it's meant to people, but this was a chance for people to really express, to come with people they've met through the Wheel of Time, people who've gotten married because of the Wheel of Time, people who've had the courage to come out because of the Wheel of Time. There are people who wanted to end their lives until they discovered the Wheel of Time. It's profound and meaningful, and I just thought, my God, if I could get the heads of Amazon here at stage door with me, listening to these stories.
I don't think that would change their minds.
No, I don't think so,
all those
too.
People were already watching it.
But
it's like, I get what she's saying, but I don't feel like that, like, if producers thought that way, it would have been renewed. Originally.
Well, it does happen, and that's what the whole Safe Walk campaign was about, like letting people know like what the show meant to us. I even if it didn't like that, I don't mean to be cheated. That means a lot that she said that.
Yeah.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
That was that's what I felt. Like she was in touch with the community, and she knows what it means to people, and
right.
She's 100% right in everything she said there.
Yeah.
And it's, I don't know. It's just, it's there. She also goes on to say, it's not much, we're speechless for that part. In my dreams, another studio would be wise to pick it up. We had such an amazing team now. We have the ability to make a great final sequence of seasons for the show. Then she goes on to say, when asked about, or continuing to talk about the Wheel of Time coming back, she said, we know what to do with these books now, so who knows? But I think we have to accept that it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate that she's still like, there's a kernel of hope inside her too, but yeah, and, I think that's the best way to look at it. I think I was thinking about this the other day about how much it stinks that there won't be a fourth season or any season beyond that, but like we do have 3 seasons of this show, and that's really freaking awesome. At no time when I was reading the books, when I was first reading the books, did I ever actually think that would happen. Right? Like,
yeah, I guess maybe when the Lord of the Rings came out, that's when I started thinking about like this could be a thing. Like there's definitely a chance. And then
but like
when
even like
yeah,
right,
then
like
they did
that would
Game
be
of
like
Thrones, and then I was like, oh, we're getting closer.
When Game of Thrones came out, I'm like, and was a hit. Then I'm like, okay, now it's a possibility. But like even with Lord of the Rings, like I'm like, all right, that's like the page count of 2 of the books. Not even really.
No, I'm talking more about the ability to put out that type of quality
Right.
or level.
Yeah.
With like, all the with all the magic and things like that of fantasy. Because I remember, and I think I mentioned this on the podcast, like when I was a kid and I saw the Hobbit cartoon, I read the book, and I remember talking with my dad about would you think they'll ever make a live action one? And my dad was like, yeah, he's like, in the future they're going to be doing all kinds of crazy things. I'm sure they'll be able to do it. And then when they announced that they were doing it, I was like, yeah, we're at that point. And then, you think about the Wheel of Time because, what was it, 2000, the first movie came out, Fellowship? Or 99?
No, 01.
01, okay. 01. So I was like about 3 years into reading the Wheel of Time, wasn't finished yet. So, of course, that's always on my mind. Then Game of Thrones comes out and like, oh, we're getting closer. We're getting closer. Like, I think it was inevitable that this was going to happen, that they were going to make this show. The question was, could they make this show? Because that was always something I remember like having conversations about was, is this possible to adapt this series into a visual, not that they couldn't do it. It can be done, but would they be able to complete the whole thing in a way that would be entertaining to people and be able to support itself? And the answer is no, I guess.
Yeah.
I didn't mean that to end on just a down note there, but
well, it's all right to be down a little bit because the answer ended up being no. I think
that was always the big question.
Yeah, I would say this. It is more than anything else. I like more than like Amazon's lack of promotion or anything like that at all. I do think the fact that it was filming as the pandemic hit, like it crushed it. It crushed it.
It was almost like it was cursed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like it was always going to be a huge lift for it to come out of that hole. And you would need people to just be like, I don't care about the money. Like you would need executives to just say like, we're doing it anyway. And that's really hard in this day and age to find, especially when Amazon has like kind of changed who's at the top of their studios multiple times. And have just done it again, in the last few months. So
yeah.
I don't know. But again, I want to say like Rosamund Pike was a huge star before she did this show. Obviously, it was a huge get to get her, and for her to be starring, on a stage play in London, right? Which is where she was at when these people came. Like that's the context for what she said, like getting to talk to these people face to face and like hearing all these stories and such. These people who came to see her show waited outside to let her know, like, yeah, I know you did this show and you're great, but like I really want to let you know what Maureen meant to me or what the Wheel of Time meant to me. And for her to have the lack of ego, like to be able to say like to take that in, I guess, and like that means a lot. That's all you can ask for, I guess. Is that, like, the people doing it care as much as we do.
And she's talking about it. I mean, I guess Carly asked her, but like talking so much and so deeply about it during press for another different project.
Right.
That's much more popular and, than
this is for her, it's 2 projects ago, right?
Yeah.
Like Wheel of Time, that she had her play, then she's doing this movie, and she's like waxing poetic about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this piece is about, it is about, like, promoting the new movie, but it goes like back, right? It covers a lot of her, not just this movie. They have talk about a lot of different things.
Yeah.
In the article. So it's like one of those, it's a great piece just because it's, one of those full pieces where it's not just like, hey, this is my movie. This is so cool.
Yeah.
They talk about a lot of other things in it. And, yeah, I was going to say something to what you said, Tom, about her. Oh yeah. Her talking to fans, for the Inter Alia is the stage show she was doing.
Okay.
Or is she still doing it? I think she might still be doing it.
I think she's.
Or did it just end?
Now?
Did it end recently?
Yeah, I think it's done now.
It made me think, like, I'm sure actors are used to people coming up to them at other things and saying, like, talking about another movie or another thing that they were in, just because it's got to be common and probably frustrating, but I'm sure they get used to it and figure out a way to deal with it.
No, but you came to see them in this because you like them from something else.
Yeah. Yeah,
so,
you should feel good.
You
should feel good. Feel good that this that brought them to this.
Yeah.
That's what you want, I guess. All right, Jen, you got some news to talk about, right?
I do. One last time with feeling, everyone. It's time for hashtag Hen News. It's been a roller coaster of hen news for Juliette Howland over the last few months. Sadly, back at the end of August, her 2 remaining hens, Bowie and the eponymous Jenny, both became ill, and Juliette had to make the heartbreaking decision to put them down. I can't imagine the feeling of losing 2 pets at once like that. I'm sure it was extremely difficult for her. However, things started looking brighter in early October when Juliette posted the following on Instagram. Happy hashtag Hen News this time. Say hello to the fabulous 4, Truffle, Bold Betty, Frida, and Natty. I couldn't be henless any longer, and I missed Jenny and Boo so much. They came from the egg farm this morning. More news and reasons for names to come. They are gorgeous. Thank you. Fresh Start for Hens and the Max Farm. Hashtag Hen News. Hashtag Rescue Hens are the best hens. So glamour shots of the 4 new hens accompanied her post. And as of Halloween, all 4 hens were doing well and adjusting nicely to their new home. We wish Juliette good luck with these hens and any others she may have in the future. And we want to celebrate the memory of Pollyanna, Matilda, Willow, Rue, Maple, Egwene, Avienda, Perry Hen, Nevie, Jenny, Bowie, and all of the hens we've loved and lost. Thank you for being such a big part of our podcast. We love you all. Back to you, Joe.
Those are some big hens, those new hens, huh?
Woo! Why? You think they're big?
Yeah, they look like they're full grown. Yeah, well, obviously they're full grown, but they look like large hens.
Oh, all right.
I am so glad that we got, I started getting a little sad that there was no Wheel of Time named hens. And then you said Natty, and I remembered, oh, that's right. She named one Natty.
Oh, yeah.
After her own character. That seems fitting.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hope she doesn't suffer the same fate as her character.
Jeez, Joe.
Well, she won't suffer the same fate, but everyone goes to that big chicken coop in the sky eventually.
Well, I was thinking about getting cooked.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
so
hopefully not.
Yeah.
Well, no,
I don't
she
believe
won't
that
allow
she will.
Yeah, she won't allow that.
No, that's
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that music was like a sad version of "There's a Place in the Sun." I don't know if you ever heard that song.
No.
It's like it's from it's Stevie Wonder sang it, but it's from a movie, like a Sidney Poitier movie.
I don't know.
Is that the name of the movie? A Place in the Sun?
In the sun.
It did sound like something I already knew, but
yeah,
it just might be generic. Anyway, yeah, I would also like to say rest in peace to my guinea pig Sally, who passed away recently.
Oh,
Hey,
sorry,
no.
Joe.
I'm now guinea pigless.
Oh, you only had one? You had two.
Well, we had
originally.
2. One died like a couple years ago.
Oh, Sally.
But we're kind of like, oh, good. Now we can get rid of this thing that the guinea pigs stayed in. So
okay, well,
guinea pigs were kind of jerks anyway. So,
great.
Yeah, the final hen news.
Good riddance then.
The hens live on, people. The hens live on. The show may not, but the hens, they continue.
Like a wheel of hens.
There's one other piece of news that we need to talk about that we haven't talked about in a while. So I'm gonna say I don't even remember what I would say to intro this piece.
I think you just hit the music.
I was just gonna hit the music. I forgot how long that song was.
That's the best part of it.
Hey, everybody. It's time to find out Where's What Origins. Tom, can you give us a little update on Where What Origins is?
Yeah, I actually can, Joe, because we haven't done this segment in quite a long time, but that hasn't stopped our crack research team from trying to uncover some clues. So I had sent one of our agents out over to California to start looking through some of the shredded files over at Amazon to see if we can get any kind of hints as to like what server the episodes were dropped into. And now I've got to pay $100,000 in bail. So did not go as well as I would hope. Jen, any updates on your end?
No, we've been scouring the internets day and night for the last however many years it's been since we've played this music, searching for these created episodes of Where's What Origins. And as of August 2025, we have no luck in finding them. They are still lost in the clouds somewhere.
I hear they're going to be released in August. So nothing's changed.
We're still on the street.
Okay.
All right. For just to take this into a slightly serious direction, or at least like give me your best guess answer. Now that the show has been canceled, do we think we ever see those episodes that they filmed and cut and showed one at San Diego Comic-Con? Do you think we'll ever get to see it?
No.
No.
The cancellation of the show hasn't changed your mind.
No. For a brief moment, I was going to say, like, let's say something like Sharon's exhibition does very well financially, and that leads them to kind of explore like other fan marketing attempts for things. Like maybe they'll like, hey, here's the whole thing. Here's like you can buy everything. But I'm pretty sure that got pulled because like of concerns over whether it was touching on stuff that they weren't allowed to touch upon.
Yeah, that was our suspicion, and that's what we heard, and from from our sources.
Wouldn't that have been discussed before the animation began on the thing?
I think it was, and then the people who claim that they have the rights to that stuff changed their opinion. Or
they changed? I think it was more of they didn't necessarily know Amazon was going to do it, and then when Amazon did, they probably went to their lawyers and were like, "Hey, can they do this?" And then I'm sure there was lots of discussions behind the scenes. And they were like, okay, we'll stop doing it. Like, it was probably like, you have to pay us this much money or you got to stop showing them or get rid of them. Because even the ones that came out are there, right? They didn't.
There's 6. There was the original 6 and there were 2 missing. And then they were supposed to make a season 2.
So now I wonder if they have to pay money since they're still out there, the original 6, I wonder if they have to pay any kind of royalties or licensing fees or whatever the hell it is for those. If they had to stop because of some sort of property rights issue.
I imagine it was kind of like, you did what you did. They're out there and do no more. And that's where I got pulled. I
feel like I would. They wanted money, I'm sure. I'm sure they had.
Yeah, but they got money.
I'm sure they got some money. So. Yeah, there you go. That's all I have to say about that. Hey, it's our last show.
Now we have to start talking about the topic of tonight's show.
The topic of tonight's show.
An hour and 5 minutes.
We're going to be talking about the country of Altara.
Oh my God.
Oh man, I'm not prepared.
You think we were going to do a special episode, people? We're going to just do a normal episode. We're talking about Altara tonight.
Oh man.
So here we go. No, I'm just fucking with you.
I'm literally like, I remember nothing.
We just think of the boringest topic we could think of, and that's our last episode.
That would
money. Weights and measures.
So
Weights and measures is great.
We did weights and measures episode.
We didn't do money, right?
No, we didn't do the economy of the wheel of Randland.
Oh my gosh.
No.
No. Crowns and Tarvalon way more than
What number episode is this?
This is episode 313. It's almost a palindrome, I guess.
It is a palindrome.
Well, I always picture it like the visual of the 313.
3-1.
Yeah. But it is technically a palindrome. You're right.
I don't care what you picture, Joe. It's a palindrome.
Yeah. So every at the end of every year, we would do kind of like a look back on the year episode. So seeing as we're not going to make it till the end of the year, we're pretty close. We're like a month away from the end of the year when we would normally be doing something like this. So we figured we'd talk about, some of our favorite things that happened in 2025. Or although it might be a very short list, there's some things to talk about, I guess. All right. Anyone want to throw something out there? Top 5 things or whatever, top 10 things, or, for the Wheel of Time or the podcast or the community in general of 2025.
Well, I wouldn't be selfish, right? And talk about our podcast.
Sure.
And well, we spent the first half of this episode being kind of sad. This was actually like a really cool year for our podcast.
The first half of the year was awesome.
Right. Like we got to, right. 1/3 of us got to go to London and see a sneak peek of the first episode, which is cool. First time I ever been in London. I was talking to, I mentioned to you, Joe, earlier that I was listening to some podcast, this new to me podcast. And these 2 historians walk down the same exact path that Joe and I did when we were just walking around London randomly.
Yes,
talking about all the statues.
And millions of tourists have walked out.
No, yeah, but like,
I'm just saying, it's not some secret.
No, it's not a secret thing. It was just like, I didn't know that that's what we were doing when we ended up doing it. All the statues that we ended up looking at and not knowing who any of these people were. they did the same. I thought it was cool. But yeah, doing that, obviously we got to interview more of the cast than I ever thought that we were going to be able to do. And crew, and like that was I felt like I don't know, whatever. I felt like we kind of leveled up this year as a show. So I thought that was good. And we got to experience season 3, which was great.
Pride comes before the fall, as they say.
Well,
no, you're right. Yes. I would say we definitely went out on a high, right? Right, Jen, you think this was like probably just in general, I don't know, was this like the best year of like the Wheel of Time?
I mean,
or at least for our podcast?
In terms of like
the best 6 months.
In terms of like what we got to do and like the interviews and
season 3 came out
season
this
3
year.
coming out, and WatCon. I don't want to bring up the costumes again, but that was pretty awesome. And
you went to Jordan Con as well this year.
Yeah. I mean, we've had a lot of good things happen, but this was probably the pinnacle, I would say, which is good. I wouldn't want the pinnacle to have been 2 years ago, and then we were like downhill from there.
We're like Terrell Davis or Barry Sanders. We're kind of going out when we're at our peak.
Like George Costanza.
Yes.
You just leave on a high note.
Leaving on a high note. Yeah, I could say that.
I mean, there was a lot of moments that I thought, like, for the whole history of I know I'm going to go off topic a little bit, but for the whole history of the podcast, there was a lot of times where I was like, wow, I can't believe we got to do that. Like, we didn't think we were going to get to do anything when we started doing this.
No.
It was just going to be the three of us staring at each other, talking about the Wheel of Time. And then, we got to go to the screening, which was really cool.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Then we got like a couple of interviews, which was awesome. And then we got like a ton of interviews this year. Like, it just, everything was like bigger, and I feel really lucky that we got to do all that stuff, but we never expected it. So that's why it was so cool. Yes.
I'm sorry, Jen. You're talking about
like, what are you laughing about?
And light-minded fool goes, peak tar will always be Gilbert Gottfried as the Dark One.
Oh, wow. Yeah, there you go. Forgot about that one. I shouldn't forget about that. It's like our top YouTube video, I think.
It's not anymore, but it was for a really long time.
Yes.
But yeah, the new interviews finally got past.
And I want to apologize. We always said we were going to do at least one other one, or do more of those, and we just never did.
Yeah.
There's always the future.
That's true. I mean, well, sorry, Gilbert Gottfried's dead.
Well, yeah, that was Gilbert Gottfried. We can't do it with him.
No, but it would have been. Now that I think about it, it would have been cool to do like something else with the Dark One. I mean, not that he speaks many times, but we could have done something at the end of the series with him. Would have been pretty funny.
Well,
rest in peace, Gilbert Gottfried.
Yes, Gilbert Gottfried. Thank you.
Didn't
even know how much you meant to us.
Yeah, we'll never know how much you meant to the Wheel of Time community.
He knows now.
Yeah, there was a lot of awesome stuff. Yeah, going to London obviously was a highlight for sure, and getting to see actors in person, that was cool. That was a cool part, and just hanging out with everybody and getting to meet a lot of the European fans and over on that side, because we've met some of them in person before. They've come to Jordan Con or WatCon, but there were definitely others who we had never met before. So that was really cool, just kind of seeing some new people and meeting some other fans that we don't traditionally get to interact with was a lot of fun, I think, too, on that trip.
Yeah. And I agree with you. And I remember for years I would have conversations with my wife about like where we would go on vacation. We would going to Europe or going wherever. And I was like, there's plenty of places in America I would like to see before I ever go over to Europe. Like, which I guess is still kind of true, but like I went there for this show, and like that's kind of awesome, and I think that's kind of indicative of it's like going over there and getting to meet like those people that you said, Joe. Like
you got to meet Helen O'Hara in person.
Yes, yes, exactly. That's also true.
That was fun.
That was fun. It's like Jen, you said it too. Like when we started this in 2000,
2019.
2019 rather, 2019 September,
wow,
September 2019. We started
25
this in
years ago.
Sorry, everybody.
Is that
surprise? We've got 20 more years. 20 more years of episodes.
It's
The
just
year
us.
2000 will be that.
That you didn't know about it.
It was just us on 2 tin cans with string. Like
we never.
But yeah, we started in 2019, right? Like
we were very insecure for the first 20 years of the podcast, so we didn't actually release any episodes.
It was just us. It was just us talking into our desktop PCs without
the microphone that was like the long.
I didn't have any of that stuff.
Oh yes, those long thin microphone.
It was just 2 photos of you like taped to either side. I was just
I mean, back then it would have been in person. We would have been. Right. We were at Jen's apartment, or Tom, your room in your basement room.
Right. But yeah, it like.
Anyway, what were you saying?
I was saying that
forgot.
But in the future,
okay,
we're going to look back at this time and not really believe that we did all this stuff. I think that's what's going to happen. Like we'd be like, oh yeah, remember that time that we like just got to talk to like Rosamund Pike or
we're gonna be like old grandparents, like telling our grandchildren the story. One time I met.
It's like that meme where the girl's walking with the grandma or whatever, and the grandma saying whatever, like I interviewed Rosamund Pike. Okay, grandma, let's get you back to bed.
Right. Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be like I'm gonna be like in like 10 years or whatever. I was gonna be like watching a movie with one of my kids. I'm like, I know that person. Yeah, you know that person. You've seen them in a million things. Like, no, I've talked to that person.
Yes.
Believe me.
Thank you, Jen. Oh man, we got a walker. I think you'll be. Yeah, you won't need a walker, Jen. You'll be walking just fine.
I hope not. Thanks.
You'll be walking just fine.
Thank you.
Let's see. Other highlights from 2020. Well, so season 3, right? That's a big highlight as well. We got to see the best season of the Wheel of Time that we've seen. We got the Road to the Spear, which I'm not going to lie, I was a little worried when a little bit worried about that episode because I'm sorry, Rafe, but you were writing it and the other episodes you wrote, I wasn't necessarily too keen on, but I think we convinced ourselves that since it's a lot of cuts, right? It's going to be a lot of editing and cut. It works for what Rafe did in the other episodes that he wrote.
It's true. It did.
Yeah. I mean, so the Road to the Spear, maybe that's the highlight. I will say, I know what my highlight is. A bigger white tower and more Aes Sedai.
It's your dream of dreams.
That's my highlight from 2025. Getting to see another room in the White Tower, or multiple other rooms, and so many more Aes Sedai. That was exciting. I wanted that from the beginning.
You never saw anyone plunge off the open concept.
Shit, Jen, I'm so sorry.
No, that was going to be like last season.
Yeah, it would have been a while before it happened, but it was
that's a Turakan landing zone. But yeah, I'm thinking about like. I was thinking about like the last season we got Road to the Spear, we got the Battle for Two Rivers, we got
the Finn,
Matt, we got the Finn, we got Matt fighting Galad and Gowan.
Yeah,
like we really got
Tara Moroso.
Yeah, we got a ton of stuff that I think we've always wanted to see, and I think like that's pretty damn good.
There's a lot more I want to see too.
Of course.
Just saying. Just saying. I'm just saying.
Might as well as out there. Just saying.
Oh, guess who's here? Daniel Henney.
We love you.
Yeah, thank you, Daniel.
Love you too, Daniel.
That's what he had to say.
I looked in the chat, by the way. I just said, look who's here. I was like, who's here?
Oh, we've got Donald Finn here too.
We got 3 of you here. Is it Jen, Joe, and Tom?
Yes, thank you, Donald.
Yes, it is.
There are 3 of us. 3 of us here. Oh, and the aforementioned Rosamund Pike.
Talker and Riyadh. Wow, fantastic.
She said we're fantastic. That's what you're going to say to your
She's
grandkid,
right.
Tom. Tucker and Rosamund
Tucker
Pike
and
called us
Riyadh.
fantastic. She said we were fantastic. That's the lady from the show.
All right, and then my grandkid's gonna be like, I mean, technically, she said the title of your show was fantastic. What was the neighbor? Yeah.
Technically, you're right.
Is Sophie Okonedo here too, Joe?
Oh yeah, she's here. Sophie, don't be scared. It's just
I
us.
feel like I'm talking to the experts now, so I'm getting nervous.
Don't get nervous.
It's okay,
Sophie.
Sophie.
It's okay, Sophie.
I wanted to mention that because that interview, right? At the end of that interview, I don't know if people remember or not. We had to like cut a little bit of it out, and then we revealed it after the fact.
Oh yeah, she mentioned some things about Elida, and we were asked not to reveal that. Yeah.
Right, and that little bit, right? So like, because like when we do those interviews, like they bring us into like a Zoom room, and then they bring us out of the Zoom room, and it's like a manual process. So like, I was the last one out for that, and as I'm out, like I'm already, my sound's cut, right? But I'm still there.
The recording was stopped. Yes.
Yeah. And like Sophie turns to Daniel Hedy and like whoever is like off screen, like with them from the show, like to ask like if like she said too much, because she kind of hints, right, like Elida's got a bigger crown than or whatever, right? And he's like, don't worry, these guys know what they're talking, like they're cool, something to that effect. And like I got to like just having a moment with them as like people. Like, as I just mentioned, like, don't worry, like, we're going to keep our lips zipped about it. Like, we're not going to drop it. And like,
did you say drip it?
Drip it.
Yeah, I meant drop it. But
Tom,
I think
wait a second.
Drop and zip.
Wait a second. Tom, wait a second.
Yeah, I'm clicking and dripping.
You clicking and dripping?
I forgot about that one, man.
Tom's clicking and dripping.
Yeah, I like that was just very cool to like have like a like that kind of just brief interaction with them. I don't know. There was a lot of positives out of this year. There's a lot of positives in general. So I feel like we're very down in the first half of the show. This part's making me feel a lot better.
Okay. The first half of the show, we talked about some great news. Well, there were a lot of lasts, though, last time we were doing things. So, yeah, I mean, I will say this also, although it came after the cancellation of the show, the whole Save Watt movement was pretty fun and awesome, and kept a lot of people hopeful, and gave people a place for their energy, their emotions that they were feeling about the cancellation, to use them in like a constructive way, kind of keep you busy. With that. And that was a lot of fun. It was, I can't believe how many signatures we got. It was like, what were we up to? It was like 280, 50? I don't remember.
Yeah.
1,000 signatures. The billboards. I was in Times Square a couple of weeks ago. I went to go see that podcast. It was over at Town Hall, which I had never been to before, and it's it's a block away from Times Square on 43rd Street. I can't remember. I think it's 43rd Street. Or it might be 42nd. Sorry, I can't remember. Anyway, so we parked on the one opposite side of Times Square, so we had to walk through it to get there, and we got something to eat, and we were right by the I Love New York store, where we had the billboard over, and I pointed out to my wife, I'm like, that's where we got the Wheel of Time billboard, at that right there. And it was like kind of like a cool thing to think about and go back and be like, yeah, I remember all those billboards and the the airplane.
Plane.
Yeah, with the banner
Right,
over
over
the
the
studio
Amazon
and the
Studios.
With the guy with the sandwich board, the electronic sandwich board and stuff.
yes.
And like, yeah, I thought it was great. I remember at WalkCon this year, a friend of the show and in general, Fred Omar spoke, I think, really eloquently about why we did it, and it wasn't like sometimes you don't get into a fight with the only purpose of that is like success or the fight is a failure kind of a vibe. Sometimes the fight is the reason for it enough to like just like to show the world like, hey, this means something, and like this impacted a lot of people, and like we want to show that. And I didn't what you call it. Um I thought I rarely heard someone speak that eloquently in public before. I really appreciated that.
Now you're getting all wishy-washy, Tom.
Well, I feel like that happens every now and again on the show.
Let me I was gonna say, let me lighten it up a bit here.
Let's do butt sex.
There we go.
Some of these can be erased from the universe.
Just
Let's
like
take a page from Disney and erase some of these.
Not that one.
I feel like these are gonna go away. We're not gonna be using these ever again. So
Well, that one isn't necessarily Wheel of Time related. So
no, none of these are really Wheel of Time related. I mean, this one is. Can we talk a little bit more about Anvir's hole?
There you go.
There you go.
So I hope Anver is doing well.
I'm sure she is. I'm sure she is.
I'd like to see her again.
What else we have in 2020? I feel like after the so Save What was after the show got canceled. So that's probably maybe the biggest highlight after the show got canceled, I would say. I mean, I don't know if there's anything anyone else can think of, but how I want to say serendipitous, but I feel like that's not really the appropriate word. Was it that the cancellation got announced the day we were doing the Wheelie Awards?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then we had to quickly rebrand the awards like in the middle of the day because they dropped the news of the cancellation. And they became
what was it originally? Renew Watt to Save Watt.
They were the Renew Watt Wheelie Awards to the Save Watt Wheelie Awards. And I want thanks to Melindra for doing the making the real physical awards for the show. That was so awesome of her. And being able to also switch so quickly. And then we mailed awards to the actual people who won them, by the way.
That's
if
right.
you remember that. Remember Nikhil did a whole little video on Instagram of him accepting his award, and
that's right.
Jan Petrina, right? The stunt coordinator. I remember his award took a long time to get there. It got held up in like customs or something. God.
Dangerous award.
Yeah. But that was I don't know, that was something else, man.
Yeah.
That night?
That whole day.
I have it here, untouched since, but I opened up a bottle of Maker's Mark that night and I drank this much of it while we did the wheelies.
That's right.
It's like, was it full to the top?
It was open, yeah. It was full to the where where you can see that line, where the wax is. Yeah. I got really quite bombed, yeah. But
yeah, it just it was just so weird because it changed so much, like from the morning to that night when we started the show. I was such in a different headspace, and I was so like, I don't know, out of it doing that whole thing, like trying to have fun in light of what happened, or in spite of what happened. Sorry.
Like, I remember I got home from work and my brother-in-law was at my house. Like, he works on Staten Island because he heard.
And he's like, okay.
Yeah, like, did you hear about it? The Wheel of Time was canceled. I was like, yeah, I know.
If you need anything, Tom, if you need to talk, I'm here.
That's literally why I came over. So he's a good guy.
Tom, Can I be on your podcast tonight? Yeah, but I guess it was. Yeah, and Skeeter's putting it in here a good emotional support moment. And he's talking about your brother-in-law and you, but I'm also thinking of like, it was probably a good emotional support moment that we did those awards, or that the awards happened that night. Yeah, I'm talking like they're the fucking Oscars or the Golden Globes, but
I mean,
but they're close, right below that. Maybe like
right below
Independent Spirit Award level. Anyway, I think it was good that a lot, like, there was something that everyone could, I don't know, use their energy or push their energy towards.
Yeah.
And celebrate the awesome season 3. Yeah. That was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like Chris Farley. That was awesome.
yeah. Remember when Wheel of Time got canceled and we had to do the wheelies anyway? That was awesome.
I'm going to edit out everything before that, Jen. That's all we needed, is what you just said there.
Yeah.
You're doing great. You're doing great, Joe.
So we were talking before, because Jen was writing up a last minute hashtag hen news, because that's how we roll. We're last minute. We come up with these things last minute. And Tom was telling us, because we were like, I was like, oh, I wish I had time to go back to the first hashtag hen news and pull like the clip of it and see just like what it sounded like, or maybe play a clip of it. And Tom, you brought to our attention that there was something prior to hen news.
Yeah. Yeah. We started out with hashtag horse news. That was like, for the first few months, there was a lot of like social media videos of like the cast training with horses and doing all that stuff. And I remember I had to reach out to
Oh my god!
My friend, I dropped on the. You didn't believe me.
Our spouses were on that episode.
That I had a friend who was a horse veterinarian, doctor, and like I had to reach out to her. I believe we had some question about like are male horses like something about their penises. I don't remember exactly what the question was.
Was it about concern that during filming, like you just see the horse?
Oh yeah, did they edit it out?
Right, or like how visible is it if they're just riding around or whatever, or are they all females? But yeah, like so it started out there, and then like
such highbrow.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was a legitimate question, I think, and then of course we milked it, but like, and then I think we moved on to like whatever other, because Daniel Hedy did always posted about dogs, and so we did dog news for a while, and then we hit the gold mine with hen news, I think, and then it went from there.
Yeah, that was. I'm assuming this was during the dark days of COVID when we started.
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
where we had to come up with a lot of segments.
We had to really find things to talk about, because there was really nothing to talk about. Yeah.
Man, I remember we used to we did at least 2 different episodes where it was one picture that someone took from like 500 yards away. And we're like, okay, but if you zoom in here, and it would be like an hour and 20 minutes on like what could be in that photo.
Yeah, man. Necessity is the mother of invention.
6 seconds of dialogue, or 6 seconds of a recording, but like 2 lines of dialogue.
Well, I feel like they had to give us that stuff because there was just nothing.
Yeah.
So they were like, let's just give them something. Let's give them 6 seconds of dialogue, of like sounds. It wasn't even, there was dialogue in there, but it was mostly just sound. Yeah, now we're going way back. That was back in season 1. Wow. Yeah. Well, I was just thinking too, it popped into my head. Remember like the puzzles?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
They did two of those. They didn't do one for season 3, right?
Didn't do anything for season 3. Season 2 they had the gifts.
Yeah, it was the images, and you had to turn them into the GIF, right? It was a clip of the trailer, or like a few seconds of the trailer. It was It was the girls getting captured by the Shanchan.
And ran on the wheel.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. There were two of them.
Yeah.
No, there's one with the horn opening up.
Yes, there's three.
There were three of them. Oh, Jesus Christ!
A stitch in time. I believe was the hashtag for those, right?
Oh, that's right. Were we doing those? We were driving back from WatCon.
Yeah,
yes.
I was going absolutely insane because of the
you
three
were
of
driving,
us.
right?
And I was driving, and I'm like the guy who loves puzzles and shit. And I'm like, what? What does it? I'm like, tell me what you see.
Yeah, because they released the trailer like that Wednesday or whatever after WatCon. Yeah.
I'm looking back at some of our really old Instagram posts to see it. We did have horse news. March 4th, 2020. Yosha posted a video of himself riding on one of his horses, and Tom's comment was "clip clop, baby."
Wait, where did you get that comment from?
On Instagram. Instagram.
Oh,
I'm just going back to like
6 months in. That's It's not much more eloquent now.
Oh yeah, look, I just searched. This is why I love notes. Right, this is I just searched in my notes for horse news, episode 104.
Okay.
Which was August of 2021.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Was that the first horse news though?
No, I'm back in January of 2020.
Yeah, because there's hen news in this one, but there's
March of 2020.
That might be the only time I wrote it in my notes as horse news.
Okay.
I'm just looking at our Instagram page to see if
I'm trying to see how far back I can go with horses. I mean, there's
I don't know.
Horse blank.
Wolf
the
news.
Tinker.
We had Wolf News, June
Did we have
17th,
Wolf news?
2020. I mean, this is like Instagram posts, not the episode, but I'm just saying when we started to use the hashtags.
We talked about horses when that Tinker photo got leaked. That was back in December of 2019. That was horse conversation.
Okay.
There was Marcus with the horse named Merlin. This was around what you said, Jen. This was January 2020.
Okay.
Yeah. Merlin the horse. Man, this is it's really hard to wrap my head around that we did these episodes, that these things exist.
Yeah.
From 6 years ago. Like,
Yeah.
Just like the thought of like a whole hour-long conversation from 6 years ago exists somewhere that I could listen to is fucking weird to me. I don't know what y'all think about that. Does it?
I do. It's. I know we talked about this once before, but I think it's a good time to talk about it again. Someday, hopefully, many, many, many decades from now, I will pass away, and like my kids are gonna know who I am from like my interactions with them. And obviously that's going to be far more important, but I feel like I'll never have the opportunity to know what my father was like when I wasn't around. You know, like what he talked about and what he thought was funny and all the rest of that stuff. And like our kids will have that from this show. Like if they ever want to like know us in a way that like they wouldn't get otherwise, they have that here. And I think that's really, I don't know, that's really important in some way.
It's really touching, Tom. And I don't want to ruin this moment for you, but I feel like I have to tell you this. But unless somebody's paying the bill on our podcast hosting site, your son won't be able to listen.
Jesus, man.
I'm sorry, man.
I'm gonna have to download every episode.
You're gonna have to download every episode.
Yeah.
Or we could host them ourselves. Or we could pay. Maybe there's a place where you can host them and pay a lifetime subscription fee or something like that.
Wait, you can't? They're not going to be available anymore?
No, we just have to keep paying the monthly fee, and they'll be available.
Oh, okay. Are you?
But I'm saying, like, at some point. That's not going to get paid.
When I'm dead, hopefully at some point it won't be too far away from when the two of you have also passed, and someone will stop paying it. Right?
I don't know. Maybe one of us will have a late Social Security check one day, and we won't be able to pay the hosting fee. So So
I'm gonna set up a
that's
fund now.
I'm
set
gonna
up a
just-
fund now.
I'm just plugging the
Eternity.
Patreon, everybody. If you can keep, the Patreon dollars keep rolling in, we can keep those episodes up there.
For my kids, damn it.
For Tom's kids, everybody. Please give us money for Tom's kids so they can know him.
It's not
Truly
like I
know
talk-
him. Truly know him.
Yeah, I think people were asking in chat, and Jen, you mentioned it too. I
I'm
on YouTube.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Library Attic put that on. Yes. Right. I think. Well, here's the thing. I think with Google, if you don't log into your account after a certain amount of time, it'll like send you an email or whatever, like, hey, you haven't logged in a while. If you don't log in and whatever, it's 3 months or a month or whatever. Eventually, it'll delete your account. I think. So. There's a possibility that they get wiped off you. No, that's weird. That can't be possible. That can't be true. Somebody look that up for me. There you go. Wolf Brother saying just get AI to log in for you. That seems like a really smart decision. So I'm going to do that. We'll just give AI control.
We'll have control of everything else. So
Let's just feed all of our podcast episodes to AI and have it just continue. Have it continue the podcast
make a new
for
one.
us.
Yeah.
Just continue the podcast for us. We're going to take off, and AI can do it.
They could like replicate our voices.
Yeah, it can.
Do a
I
podcast.
don't want it. I do not.
And
no,
your son.
not
I thought
want.
you wanted
your
to live
sons can
forever
know
as a
that.
machine, Tom.
No, I want not a machine to clone me.
Well, I think that's gonna happen. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. So anyway, that did get dark a bit there. Sorry, Tom. I just feel like I had to say that just so like we could be prepared. We need to be prepared. Just like other things this year in particular.
Desperately trying to get it back on track. So remember what we were talking about.
Other things this year that were awesome. What Idol was like, I feel like this was the best quality of parodies I think ever, for sure. Like every parody was like top notch, I think, in this year.
Yeah.
We got a lot of
definitely.
really like mind exploders in this What Idol. I really enjoyed this year's. I don't even what did we? Oh yeah, we did What Will Survive. I was about to say I don't even remember what we did.
I'm trying to remember who won this year.
I don't even know who won because they did a voting afterwards.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was
and
different.
I never ever saw who won, which is
it might have been Alyssa. Did Alyssa win? She won a bunch of awards. I
She
can't
was
remember
great.
if she won like the top award.
what was her song?
Oh,
again this year?
What
I can't
Like
remember.
Us. What Like Us was the big winner.
Yes, What Like Us was. I showed my wife that. She thought that was really awesome.
Yeah, it was really good. I can't remember. She did it like in a whole castle with.
Yeah, she was Elaine.
Was it Royals?
No, that was her first. That was first
Okay,
year.
Okay. Yeah, well, she was Elaine, and there was like a cast of 50 people in a castle.
Oh yes. I can't remember the song she. Oh, I'm so fancy. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was awesome.
That was very good.
Yeah,
But
there
yeah,
were
What
so
Like
many
Us
good ones
was-
this year.
The lyrics were amazing.
Yeah, that was wild, and just the video editing too.
Yeah.
I mean, they made it seem like so much Couladin and Savannah in the show. Like they really used the footage well and made it seem like there was a lot more footage of that stuff happening than there was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. We've got we're not doing anything for What Idol holiday this year. Which
When is it?
I don't even
Coming
know.
up. I know.
This
it's coming
is.
up soon.
I feel bad. Like I feel like I've already checked out, which I'm sorry for, but
I know.
we haven't really been staying up to date and in on social media and just posting in general.
I've been trying, but yeah, I know it's coming up soon. I just don't know exactly what day it is.
Yeah, I'm not sure either for the same reason. I feel like I realized how much I was really only using social media for the show. Like, for the most part, I actually just like have not been on any social media nearly as much.
No, I mean, I never used
yeah.
social media to begin with. Like, I don't really
Yeah.
have any social media accounts except for my Facebook account from so many years ago. And I don't really even go on Facebook.
No.
So that was like, you're right. That's like, I started using social media more when we were doing the podcast, and I still don't have personal accounts. I would just, use the podcast account. But yeah, I would say since like the Save Watt movement kind of died down, I really haven't even been on our accounts. Like, I don't.
Yeah, I've been trying to share stuff for the costumes and stuff.
Yeah. That's basically what I've been doing as well. I mean, Instagram's probably what I've been on the most. I haven't really been on X or Blue Sky at all.
Yeah. So, just we're seeing in chat, right? December 13th at 2 p.m. Eastern, is when What Idol Holiday is going to be on. The deadline, I think, is probably going to be over by the time this drops.
Wait, we are doing. Isn't What a Holiday the
Not
thing?
What a Holiday.
Oh, you said we weren't doing What a Holiday in the chat. We are doing What a Holiday. Okay. I know.
Sorry.
There's very similar names. What Idol Holiday we're not doing. What a Holiday we are doing.
I think I tried to say What Idol Holiday, but my normal ultra clear enunciation confused you. So yeah. But anyway, that's on the 13th. So the weekend after What a Holiday.
I'm so excited now to see the Andrel video song for What a Holiday, for every whatever $1,000 raised, $1,000 raised, whatever it is.
Pounds again?
Pounds, what pounds, euros, denarii.
Francs.
I don't think those exist anymore. Jen.
Come on.
Oh,
Lira.
The euros.
Yeah, there we go. I lost my train of thought now.
It's okay.
I know. I think
what I guess we should talk just a little bit before we wrap up about what's next.
Yeah, I think that would be smart. If anyone stayed around this long.
If anyone's still listening to this episode. Yeah. So, I mean, we've said this before on other episodes, or we talked about what I feel like when we went to WattCon, I feel like I had to answer this question so many times.
I know.
From so many people. And it was like, oh, it's like this question again. But I kind of felt like, oh, wow, I'm getting asked the same question. Like, this is what like some famous people have to experience. Like,
well, it's good that so many people were concerned that we would just not do the podcast anymore because they love it so much. So that was nice.
Yes, that's why. It was kind of bittersweet in that sense, where I was like, oh, I just said this already. Like,
and at that point, like, we had an idea, but we didn't have a strong. We had an idea. It was an amorphous blob of an idea. We're pretty concrete on what's coming now, so I think we can talk about it in more detail.
Yeah, and I feel like we have talked about just a little bit, but so we're starting a new podcast. It will not be this podcast; it will be a new one. There are neither podcasts nor podcasts to the podcasts of time.
No.
That's too much.
No.
We can tell people what the name of it is.
This is not the podcast, but it is a podcast.
Right. We can tell people the name. We've only revealed that to our patrons so far, Joe.
Yeah, Jen, you should reveal the name because you're the one who came up with this awesome name. And we were just like, yes, that's it.
I feel like I asked the exact same question to you guys last time. I forget exactly what we're saying, but is it Talk Around Riyadh Presents? Is that what we said we're going to? Okay.
But we don't have to say that part. People don't care about that part. They want to know
they do, because that's
not
branding,
these people.
Joe. Talk Around Riyadh presents.
Not saying these people don't.
Stop interrupting me.
I'm going to interrupt you, Jen. I'm going to keep interrupting you because... Sorry, I was going to throw something in there. Forget about it. Go ahead.
Oh, boy. Talk Around Riyadh presents Shelf to Screen.
There you go. Shelf to Screen. And
that
what
is our new podcast.
And is this some sort of woodworking podcast that we're going to be doing?
It's about repurposing furniture inside your house into screen doors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a little This Old House kind of vibe to it. Tool time kind of a thing, you know.
As you guys know, I do a lot of woodworking on the side of this.
It's really...
When I'm not smashing ants, I'm building bookshelves and screen doors in my spare time.
Smashing is it's a woodworking term, actually.
Yes. So I've been smashing ants all week.
Oh
Jen building furniture. No, that's not it. That's not what the new podcast is about.
Yeah. It's doing what we've done over the last 6+ years here in a very, very condensed way, and looking at different fantasy and science fiction books and stories that have been adapted into film or television,
both successfully and unsuccessfully.
Yes.
Yeah. And reviewing those and giving background on that stuff and talking about those things. So it will be much more variety to it, but very much in the same theme as what we have been doing, just not a Wheel of Time exclusive.
I'm still saying there's a market out there for a podcast about only TV shows that have been canceled.
Well, that could be our third podcast.
That's right. When we run out of this, and so we're going to do the same thing of like we're going to start with books that at least one, if not more than one of us have read. So we do always have like a book expert to kind of give their context to it. And as we go forward too, I'm sure we're going to want to bring on plenty of guests to talk with them if we're going to adapt something that people have a huge personal stake in, to bring their point of view to that.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. There's so many things, science fiction and fantasy adaptations to talk about. Now that the Wheel of Time is gone, let's talk about some of those other awesome ones, and maybe not so awesome ones too.
Yes, I think I will say this. I am looking forward to, like, I'm sure we're going to find something that, like, I'll just hate. And, like, we haven't really done that.
No, I'm looking forward to finding, like, I'm thinking of a sci-fi adaptation, a book that I really like that the movie was awful. That I'm looking forward to when we get to that one, just because I'm going to rip it so bad. And I'll probably reread the book for it as well. And obviously we'll have to rewatch the movie, which is going to be not a pleasant experience. So I won't say anything more than that, though. When we get to it, you'll know.
Yeah. So when we're done with this show, whatever that is tonight, we're gonna take the month of December off from putting out new episodes of anything. And then when the new year, we're gonna debut the new podcast.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome, everyone. You got to listen to it.
Yes, it will. Bring your friends who may not like the Wheel of Time.
Yes,
but will like other things.
Yes, other things. If you like other, that's the tagline for this podcast.
If you like
other things, this podcast is for you.
It's for you.
Oh my god! I want to do a series of bad commercials so much now.
That's a good name for a podcast.
Do you hate
other
the
things.
Wheel of Time, but like other things? Please join us.
We're gonna get Tim Robinson to do the ad for us.
Oh yeah.
Is there a podcast called Other Things already? That's a great name for a podcast.
We change it.
No, we locked it
But
in.
Brown Riyadh presents other things.
There's and other things I see.
Ah,
And
Oh my
another
gosh.
thing, but I don't see there's among other things. I don't see anything or any podcast called Other Things.
well, too late. We already named it.
It's already locked in.
All the branding is done.
I feel like that breaks every rule of like your podcast should really say what you're like, give your viewers an
does.
idea of what
It
you're
does.
about. It's just called Other Things.
What are you talking about?
Other
that
things.
stuff.
Not Wheel
Other
of Time.
things.
Other things.
And then when people say, well, what's the thing that you're saying other things about? It's the Wheel of Time.
Yeah,
it's the Wheel of Time.
Other things. Anything
Other-
but the Wheel of Time.
Other things but the wheel, anything but the Wheel of
No.
Time.
No,
That could
but we
be
will
another.
talk about the Wheel of Time if something new happens.
That's another great
Yeah.
name for the podcast. Anything but the Wheel of Time.
That is
Like
not a
everything
good
but
name
the
for a
girl.
podcast.
Anything but the wheel.
So
Yes,
yeah, and we've right. Jen mentioned that we've talked about
that
that too.
wheel. Anything but that wheel.
We
The wheel's fun.
we keep saying this is the last one of these. Obviously, if there's a reason for this not to be the last one of these, then it won't be. But
Yeah,
We'll see.
we're not closing the door, right? If the show gets picked up, which it's not going to happen, but there's supposedly like these other
Well,
animated things coming out. We'll definitely come back to talk about that if it ever comes out. We'll dust off the old. I don't know what we'd have to dust off, but whatever it is, we'll make sure it gets dusted off so we can talk some more Wheel of Time.
If the Wheel of Time gets renewed, like right before we are gonna start this new podcast, would we scrap the entire new podcast?
I think we talked
back
about
to
this
this?
recently, and I think we said
don't
yes.
remember.
We would shelf to screen.
shelf to screen a shelf for
Yes.
now. It's canceled, and it will be wiped off the face of the earth, and no one will ever know it existed.
Yes, like Disney, a la
Yes,
Disney,
Willow.
a la Willow, and that other show with the kids on the moon.
It was a movie about the moon.
Oh, I know. Yes, Jen, I know what movie you're talking about because we watched it. I watched it with my kids,
Yeah,
and I
it was
remember we
cute.
talked about this like when it came out.
Yes.
It had somebody. I feel like there was somebody famous or
Well,
somewhat
it's somebody.
famous in it.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
Somebody famous was
Well,
in
you
it.
guys-
That's
wait.
another podcast name. Somebody famous was in it.
That's a so a
That
couple of
guy.
people are asking actual questions while you guys try and figure out the name of the Disney Moon Show book thing. So one is a question of like, okay, fine, we're going to be covering adaptations. Are we going to be covering other news like cons and things of that nature? I think that we probably will talk about that stuff tangentially, especially if it's related to what we're doing. We're still going to be involved in the Wheel of Time community. Like I think we're walk on and things of that nature. So we're going to talk about that stuff as we like that stuff that we're interested in and stuff that we're going to be participating in the same way that we do now. I think it'll be like, we're not looking to do just general fantasy news, but let's say like, random fantasy or science fiction book that like one of us really loves is about to get adapted into something. We'll probably talk about that as it comes up. I mean, this is going to be a lot more of us following our passion, I think.
Yeah, and I think you're right. If there's new stuff coming out that's adaptations, I would think we want to talk about that just because it's of the time, for sure. Like, so if there's a new adaptation of, I can't think of anything currently that's coming out, but if there's another movie in the works of some sort of sci-fi or fantasy book that's adapted, we will definitely be talking about that when it comes out. And yeah, probably some things leading up to it. I'm sure if trailers are coming out, we'll discuss the trailers and things like that as well.
Another question was how much lead time are we going to be giving people to let them know? So I think probably. Go ahead, Joe.
No, I was just going to say that's a great question in the sense of this is where we're going to be very different than our current the talk around Riyadh because right we were doing news, so it was whatever came out that week or within the week or so we would talk about unless the show came out, which you knew like we're going to be doing weekly episodes. Right, this is going to be a lot more planned in advance. So you're definitely going to have a couple of weeks lead time probably to know what we're going to be discussing.
I think, and we're obviously like in the beginning, I would say as we're exploring through it, we're going to find like how long we're going to talk about this, that, or the other thing. Because if we're going to do a television show, like how many episodes, like, like how many episodes of a podcast per a season, we're going to figure all that out. But it's going to be much less. Like, we're not going to spend 6 years on everything. So, like, we're going to figure out where that
we're going to spend one episode on, this one movie, right? That's
right. Yeah. Generally, like, if we're going to do a movie, it's going to be an episode for a movie. And definitely at least a week, but probably a couple of weeks running. And we'll figure out how that's going to work, like where we're going to post that or wherever it would be. If there's anything that you really want us to do, let us know, and if one of us has read the books, it'll be on the list.
Yeah, there's another question in here that I don't know if we want to answer, but Leia is asking what's your first one?
Yeah, I'm not ready yet.
So we don't want to reveal that yet.
Well, we have to. We're doing a test one, which I won't say what it is first, just to like get the feel of it.
Right.
And then we have one planned, but we shouldn't say it in case it changes.
Yeah, maybe we announce that on what a holiday. Maybe if we're comfortable with that.
Yeah, we'll post it on social media.
If people donate enough, maybe we announce it on what.
Oh yeah, maybe we might be able to if we need to raise additional funding or if we feel like we're not getting what we want.
Well, also we should tell them because like they want to actually know what we're talking about and listen along.
No, we'll definitely tell people beforehand.
Yeah. Okay.
For sure. Yeah. Like I said, this is going to be a lot more scheduled than the current podcast. So there'll be advance notice. And like I said, if there's new stuff coming out, we'll be talking about the new stuff. For sure. Just because it's the new stuff. It's hot new stuff.
Joe, if you haven't seen it, it's new to you.
Okay. I mean, new to everybody. Like, like Stranger Things, right? Should I spoil some Stranger Things right now?
You should absolutely not spoil Stranger Things, and that's not a book, so we will not be doing that. That's a television show.
It was adapted from somebody's mind.
Yes, well, we're not doing that. Thank you.
I'm only kidding. I'm not going to spoil anything from Stranger Things.
Thank you. Please, nobody in the chat spoil it either, because I haven't.
Yeah, don't talk about Stranger Things.
Any of the new ones yet.
Okay, they're good. That's all I'll say.
Okay, good.
Is there anything else? Do we want to wrap it up?
It's a long episode, but
yeah. Before we wrap it up, Joe, there's one more thing I would like to do. How about some hobo signs?
Whoa, hobo signs.
It's been a while since we've done any of these, but times are tough out there, and there's more and more hobos every day. So I just want to make sure that you guys, if you're out there listening at a local library or whatever the case may be, that you are prepared. So I've got 3 hobo signs picked out that I think are good for tonight's episode. So the first one I think is very apropos for what we do here. It is a diamond with at the bottom point of the diamond, like I say, a diamond like just to be clear, like a suit of diamonds, 4 sides, like a parallelogram.
A baseball field diamond.
Kind of like that, but longer and thinner with a stick coming out of the side, so really looking like a spearhead. And that means be prepared to defend yourself. So if you see that, like you're going to be in imminent danger if you go onto this property.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, right? Now, this other one is picture like... Yeah. So picture like a pulley, so it's a circle and a circle underneath it with a rope in between. But in between the 2 circles and the 2 ropes, there's another rope with another circle perpendicular to that. So I'm going to show this on screen as best as I can because it also just kind of looks like a penis. All right, so now you get that over there.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, that definitely looks like a penis.
And that's an easy mark or a sucker. Okay.
That's a dick.
Okay.
It's a yes, it is very good.
It's two dicks.
And
Or
then
three, maybe.
Two dicks intertwined.
The last one that I have, and again, this is just me being cheesy, but let's do it. So two parallel lines that are vertical, and that means the sky is the limit.
That's just like a
what?
A pumping up of the hobo, like
Yeah.
Honestly, that's like
motivational.
This is like a kind of,
motivation.
No, I think this is more like just ask for whatever you can. Like, there's no like this is a place where you just go and go and go and don't have to worry about. The sky's the limit for asking for help.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
You know what we should do?
What should we do?
You should draw hobo signs and put them around Wakan and see how many hobo signs people can find.
Oh, it's funny.
Post them around.
It's an activity at Wakan.
Activity,
the hobo sign activity.
Signs.
I always felt like I've never really had a good ribbon for anything that I say or do on this show. So that might be fun.
Hobo signs.
Hobo signs ribbon. Put some hobo signs on a ribbon and see if you could figure them out. And Tom will give you another. Tom will give you the ribbon if you could figure it out.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to do that this year. As long as I'll tell us.
You better write it. You better write it down right now. I want to
quarter for posterity.
I want to remind everyone to follow us on social media. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Blue Sky. Join us over in Discord to continue the conversation there. We also post our episodes on YouTube, so be sure to go to our YouTube page to like and subscribe. Rate and review us wherever you listen to podcasts, and check out our merchandise and Patreon pages. You can support us that way. Links to all the aforementioned information are included in the show notes to this episode. Final words.
Oh boy.
Jen and Tom.
Thank you to everyone for your over 6 years of support for us and our little podcast that could. And we hope that you'll stick around for the new version of Talk Around Riyadh and join us through the new stories we will be telling and sharing with you all.
Tom?
That was very well said. Happy holiday season, everybody. We won't be gone too long, but we'll see you in the new year. And again, these last 6+ years have been like some of the best times of my life. I've been doing this show with my two co-hosts and with all of you out there listening. So thank you all for all of that, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah, I'd like to echo everything that the two of them said and say, oh God, thanks everyone for listening. And